Here's a video of you guys walking in.
Thank you. This video is sponsored by Raid Shuttle.
There they are. The happy family now. Look at them. All the friends and family. The beautiful bride. Prince Charming. Family and friends. Thank you. I think I can take pictures with it, no? Let's see. Tracy. Carmen. Look at this, nice. There's Kay. Really nice. There's Prince Charming. Get everybody. Everybody here. Here we go. Everybody, I am coming around so that you can talk to the camera and say something, a message to them for their wedding.
Tell me when to go.
Go ahead, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Congratulations, Carmela. It was a pleasure knowing you. I wish you the best of luck and
Okay, next, thank you so much.
congratulations, Carmela. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do your makeup. And I hope
Okay. Okay. She's like, not today. Not today. Just give a thumbs up. There you go. Thumbs up, everybody. Ooh, sorry, I'm going backwards. All right. Tracy? Huh?
No,
I'm coming around to get messages for them.
I'm very happy for you to know it. You deserve it. And like I said before, I was praying for you. That whatever you do, you guys put God as your foundation.
it's just today, right?
Marriage and everything.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm going to come around the other way. Oh, sorry.
It's just a busy day today.
Take two.
Yeah,
I'm coming for you to give her a message.
Congratulations, you two. I'm so excited for this next season in your life.
Carmela, congratulations. I think the dreams come true, and I'm proud of y'all. God bless you.
Awesome. All right, I'm coming to get a message for the bride and groom.
Congratulations. God bless y'all with many happy years of marriage, and bless your entire family. Mark and Dylan.
Awesome.
Those sons that I have today. God bless y'all.
Do you want to speak?
Okay, Carmela and Ray, congratulations and happy holidays and just stick together and God centered and that's it today on marriage and both of you will be happy. Thank you and God bless.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I'm going around. Here's the happy couple. Look at these beautiful people. We're getting messages. How are you guys feeling? Are you
Good.
like you should?
Little butterfly.
Butterflies. Yes.
Cinderella.
Yeah. Oh my
It's a
goodness.
Prince Charming.
Yes, it is. All right, well, I'm going to move on to the next, and whenever the cake gets cut, I'll take a video of that as well. All right. Oh, you're doing that later? Okay, I'll do the video.
Yeah, later whenever.
Okay. I don't want it.
You already got one.
Yeah. Hey there. I am coming to get a video message to the couple. So you want to go ahead and say something to the married couple?
Oh.
The newlyweds?
Oh, yes. Okay, what do we say? We love them dearly. And we're looking forward to a long future with our new daughter. She's so beautiful. We love her.
All right. Anything you have to say, Pops?
I agree with Bonnie.
He agrees with me all the time.
Great answer.
I might get irritated.
Well, all right. Well, thank you so much. I'm moving on to the next. All right, I'm going to go to you. All right.
Well, I'm pretty bad. I don't know. Carmela and kids. I'm going to say, the first is Carmela. One of the most beautiful brides in my family. Beautiful wedding, beautiful people, beautiful love, and God's wonderful faith forever. And he says the same thing. My husband says the same thing.
Yeah, that's how it works typically. Thank you. All right. I'll come around to you guys. On the other way. I'll come around the other way too. All right. Do you guys have anything you want to say about the wedding today?
Thanks again for sponsoring
Are you guys excited? You're getting another house? Are you excited about that? No. Oh my goodness. Well, you guys look spiffy today. I love your outfit. You are so professional. You guys should be models. Look at you. Love it. All right, I'm going to come around to you and then make my way back to the center. The bridesmaid. The maid of honor, right? Okay, what message do you have for the newlyweds today?
congratulations, and I'm honored to be part of family's wedding. Yay!
Yeah, all right. Perfect. Well, thank you for the message. You look gorgeous, by the way. All right, now I'm back. It's your turn now. I can see you properly. All right. What message do you have for our wonderful newlyweds today?
Really excited for them, wish them the best, and a long life of happiness together.
Also, all the best.
Ditto.
We love you guys so much. Just a long, happy life.
Awesome. Well, thank you all.
Food is ready, so
I want to thank everybody for coming and supporting us. And we'll talk more about those. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this food. We thank you for this opportunity to come together with our loved ones and our friends, our family. Ask your blessing upon this food, provide strength and nourishment to our bodies. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
We don't know if this is working. I'll have to talk loud there. I'm so glad y'all continue to eat. We're just going to say a few words and then our moms in a few minutes have a toast. But you guys, this is, words just can't do justice how I feel. Carmela came into my life almost 3 years ago. And we have gotten to know each other through FaceTime. If you have an Apple iPhone, you know what FaceTime is.
I am not FaceTime, no rest.
So, I'm in Georgia, 700 miles away. He's here in Texas. And every day it was on the cell phone. And we had short visits. But, you know, it's just not the same as when you're in person with that mother.
Yes.
But Carmela and I, we really grew close, and probably a year ago, began to think my kids are grown, and boy, you know, life just takes on a change. And especially after you hit 50. I don't know if anybody else has hit 50, but so I was in a little southwest corner of Georgia, a little town of 3,000. Love my job, love my home, of course, love my family. Kids are nearby, but as my kids are growing up, they're moving on. They're getting got one that's married here, Stephen, and his lovely bride, Anna, and my other sons were not able to come. I've got one in Virginia that's going to Virginia Commonwealth right now. He's getting a PhD. He wants to be a posthole digger, and that's just a joke. But so he's a professional student. Another one graduating from college in Statesboro, Georgia, and then the baby who is like 20, I think 21, and he's got about 2 more years ahead of him in college. So my kids are a little bit older, but Carmel and I, we've grown closer together, and I realized it was time for me to make some major changes. And so, with the blessing of my children, I uprooted from Georgia, which had been my home for 30 years, and came here to Texas to be with Carmela and Mark and Dylan. And I am getting to know our friends, family, and co-workers. So just thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing tonight with us and our special and I don't know what I'm supposed to say, so that's all I got to say. I'll let somebody else have it.
Well, it's not working. I don't know what to say. Speechless, and I'm still emotional. Like, fairy tale do come true. I think it covers it. So yes, there's a girl from the mountain. No, there's not. But yeah, it's like a Cinderella story. You know, I grew up in a mountain, climbing up trees, you know, like a monkey, you know, like Tarzan and Jane or something like that. I love to climb up trees. One of my boys does it too. So, coconut trees, mangoes, anyway, I stopped there. I guess it's not very interesting. Anyway, so yeah, I came here all the way from England. I was a nanny. I had to take care of 2 kids of like a royal family. So I came to Texas in 2002, summer of 2002. From England. So we flew here. That was summer here, but it was still cold for me in England. So it was 40 degrees of July in England, and we landed here, it was almost triple digit. So it was like an oven for me. So anyway, it did not last long with my employer that brought me here, and I did not have family. But God brought me another family. Like God would just at least, I think, like would put or use someone as his instrument. You know, like when you don't have someone in the foreign country, like he will just bring somebody for you, you know? Now I have to go. So I'm in a family, and they become my mother and father. Right there, sitting. I was 26 years old, and yes, I became their daughter, and they adopted me not through papers and all that because I was almost 26. So by heart and by their love, you know, they took me in and I stayed with them. Like they took me like their own daughter. They don't have one. But I was their special daughter. So anyway, it's a long story, but I will make it short. So yeah, I started, well, okay, so they have a fig tree and a grapefruit. So when I came to them, I started climbing the grapefruit. There was a lot of grapefruit around it, you know. So I was climbing and they were just like, they never seen someone like that. You know, somebody climbing on trees. So my Tito Bill, I call him Tito. As you know, Tito is like a general respect. We don't just call your name. You know, we have in my country, we like if you're older or like 70, 60 or we call grandma, you know, I know. So he went and grabbed his camera and started filming me while I'm climbing on that tree. So that's like anyway, they love me to death and I love them. They're the only family I have here. And then, so of course, I got married. As you know, I have boys and obviously it's not ours. So they were my parents when I got married and these are the blessings. And it didn't last long, 5.5 years. The three of us were alone. So, and of course my parents here. And behind me, I would say in bad times and good times. Yeah. So they're taking care of me and my boys. So I want to thank them, you know, of course, my parents, my now mother, parents, how do you say it? Parents-in-law. Sorry, I can't say it. And my English, by the way, is still, I'm learning. As my son, my younger son would say, it's not a good grammar, but I'm trying. I try my best. So yes, thank you for taking me in, my parents-in-law, for welcoming me with open arms, with heart, just loving me. Thank you so much. You know what? I have that speech Thank you. And of course, for my Prince Charming, I call him Prince Charming because, you know, he is my Prince Charming. You know, I'm a Cinderella, so fairy tale do come true. So, can you imagine no one on earth would give up his job up there and sold his house from 600 miles away and moved down here for just me? Really?
God works in grace.
Yes. So, you are my Prince Charming. I really thank you very much. So, yeah, that's my parenting.
I'm Rick's mother, proud to be his mother today. And I did not prepare a speech, but I do have a little story I'm going to tell on him. When he was a young boy, 9 years old, that was 1976, his father and I left and moved with Ricky, of course, to Alaska. We did so on a missionary outreach. And so Ricky was 9. He was uprooted from his home in Florida. And I'm sure it wasn't easy, but he came along. He had no choice. Well, you know, as a mother, I always wondered just would he survive an Alaska lifestyle? None of us were prepared. But God knew, and He was good to us as a family. And there came a time When he was 9 years old, we had just gotten there. We spent our first year in a place called Valdez, Alaska, well known for its pipeline. And when we got there in '76, it was the height of the pipeline, and Valdez was just crowded with pipeline workers. It was another world. And when we left Florida, we took a travel trailer, 28-foot travel trailer. It was so cute and cozy, but it was barely room enough for the three of us. Ricky had other ideas, and this was one time that he bypassed his father and me to get something that he wanted really bad. One day, when we went to Valdez, my husband, his father, who passed away in 2014, and went home to be with Jesus and left me alone. So I did what I taught Ricky to do all his life, was ask the Lord for help. And he sent me a wonderful helpmate, and this is Kenny, and I love him dearly. Anyways, when we were in Valdez, Ricky's father, was an airplane mechanic by trade, so he got a job in Valdez for a little commuter airline. So the pilot, there was one pilot and his wife, and I decided, well, we were a little bored, the guys were gone all day, and we were left in our travel trailer. So we decided, well, we should just get a job, do something we could earn some extra money. So I had told Rick, well, what can we do in this town? And he said, well, let me talk to my boss, see if he's got something you two girls could do to keep you out of trouble. So he decided we could climb up on the hangar roof, which was flat, so it was pretty safe. And the offices was all flat roofs, so her and I went up to the roof. We got to shovel on a beautiful, bright day. We had thrown our coats off down in the lower roof so we could shovel on the top roof of the hangar. We were having a ball. We got ready to leave, came down the steps, and laying on my jacket was a dog. A big dog, by the way. And we come to find out he was a Malamute mixture with a little bit of lab. So here he was, sound asleep on my jacket. And my girlfriend was a real animal lover. And she says, Bonnie, this is what you need in your life right now, is a dog. And I said, it's the last thing I want in my life in that 28-foot trailer is a dog, a big dog. And she said, okay, it was just an idea. But I think what we ought to do is whoever, there was a lot of, side note, there was a lot of stray dogs in Valdez that year because some of the pipeline workers, sadly to say, would acquire dogs, but then when they left and had to be transferred somewhere else or go home, they left their dogs. There was a lot of stray dogs in Valdez. So, here was this dog curled up, just so comfortable. She said, how can he bear to get that dog up, wake that dog up? He's so tired. Well, I said, now you get up and you get out of here. And I tried to shoo him off. He gets up, looks at me with his big, sad, brown eyes. And I thought, oh dear, I've got to stay strong and hard. So, her and I left. I ignored him, go away, go home, whatever, just don't follow us. Well, he had gone up to that roof with some stairs, steep stairs, climbed all the way up there to lay my jacket. Well, I got rid of him, we went down the stairs, and her and I were talking. We had to cross the street in order to get to our travel trailers, and this dog followed me. And she said, now whoever he follows home, that person has got to take care of this dog. You just can't let this dog not have a home, no place to sleep. She gives me this big sob story. I said, I don't care, Barbara. I don't want the dog. You can have the dog. Well, we get back to my trailer first. I open the door. Her and I stand there just chatting away. And we said our goodbyes. I go inside the water den, which was a little building you put onto your trailer for one more room, which we needed. So I go in, here is the dog curled up in a corner. They might want to sound asleep. Barbara peeks in and she says, I don't know. I don't even believe in God. But I thought that dog was yours, is for you. I said, no way, as soon as he wakes up, I'll pick him out. So, Ricky comes home from school, walks in the lawn again, and he says, there's my dog. And I said, what are you talking about? He said, Mom, I have to tell you now, but I've wanted a dog a long time. And he said, I didn't think you'd say yes. I didn't think Dad would say yes. So he said, I went to God and I asked him, would you please give me a dog? And what are you going to say to that? You know, you're trying to train him to say, listen, we've moved to a new state. It's so different from anything we've ever done. We're going to have to trust God. And so I'm thinking, here's the first time my son tells me at 9 years old, I just did what you taught me to do. I just went to a higher power to meet my needs and the desire of my heart. So Sam, that became his name because we didn't know him. We didn't know where. We went to the pound to see, has anybody asked for this dog? We really, you know, we'd like to share him. But anyways, nobody claimed him, and so he became our dog for 14 years, Sam, and he became Ricky's trusted friend for many, many years. And I can still, one little funny story. He used to try to train Sam. Well, Sam felt like, somehow I think he knew he kind of came from heaven for this boy. So he decided he really was beneath him to haul water, which we had to do in those days, a little plastic sled. Sam had a harness, was supposed to pull the sled. That was his job assignment. Right, well, it was beneath him. He'd get it on and then he'd sit there and look at us like, I can't believe you're asking me to do this. But we worked on him. Rick worked really hard to get him to do his chores. Well, one day Ricky decides he's going to teach Sam how to ski tour. Anybody know what that is? You know, okay, well, I don't know if I should describe it. But anyway, you put a dog on a sled and you're on skis. And then you have, you know, what, a rope to, the dog's hooked to you and you're skiing and get the sled. Okay, well, so Ricky's first trial run to Sam thought this was absolutely ridiculous, that he should have to do this, but he did. Ricky said, well, I could still see him going down the front field of our cabin was. And there's a real sharp turn at the end of the field. I looked up and I thought, that dog's really fast. And Ricky was holding on for dear life. And before I knew it, they tried to make the corner. Ricky didn't make it. Sam made it. But Ricky was in a snowbank and all I saw were the skis sticking straight up in the air. He got up, he was so mad, and he was telling Sam just what he thought of him for disobeying. I said, well, you asked for him, you got him. Anyways, Ricky, my son, I'm so proud of you. And you have learned over the years to trust God for your heart's desires. And I know you brought a beautiful lady into your life, and that your heart desires. And that's the way both of you have got to work. God first. He's good. He's good for you. Anyway, thank you for learning about this.
Can you hear me? We can hear you. You can't hear me. Can you hear me just as well now? Alright. First of all, I'm a little bit upset with my daughter because she didn't want a simple toast. She wanted a little bit of of our history of some people that know her. So I worried and worried and worried and thought and worried and thought and worried. So she's already given most of the information But with love, here we go. Before my official toast to the bride and groom, I would like to share a story. In 2003 or 2004, God sent a young lady to our home. She came to the U.S. with a family from England, where she was employed as a nanny to 2 children and full-time maid, which included washing the family car. The young lady decided to go back to the Philippines to continue her education, but was convinced by a friend to stay and share an apartment. Before I go forward, I will take you back to the mountains of the Philippines where a child lived with her family in a thatched hut, with snakes regularly falling into their home, with a dirt floor and all that goes with it. No electricity, no water, and snakes. Oh. The young girl did what was needed. She cooked, she cleaned, she cared for babies, and worked in the field, planting and harvesting their food. At 7 years old, she was forced to leave home to live and work for another family. At one point, she went to school, but the couple moved and left her and took with them all that they had given her, mainly the clothes they had given her to wear. After this, she had many jobs, which she's described several to me, but since I'm old and I can't remember all of them. So then she went to work for the family that was from England. I lived in Manila. And Mr. Davies was transferred or went to work for a different company here in Houston. I think it's Marathon Oil. So they brought Carmela with them. But I'm ruining the surprise now you didn't know it was Carmela. So she eventually made it to Pasadena. All right. I'm sure you realize the young lady is Carmela. Carmela lived with us for 2 years. During that time, I believe her work visa expired and had to go back to the Philippines. I called immigration and told them we wanted to adopt her, but they said she had to go back to the Philippines. Mr. Hint and I hired an immigration attorney that made us feel it was possible for her to stay, but that was not true. I cried because I loved her, and I still love her with all my heart. Carmela moved into our rent house, started dating and eventually married, moved to Texas City, and had a fine baby boy, Mark. I was there during her labor and the second one to see him after he was born. Her husband was transferred to West Texas and had the next fine boy, Dylan, which I wasn't there to see. But I've seen a lot of them since. The job ended and they returned to Texas City, but with the stress of no job and other issues, they separated and divorced. Carmela went to a homeless shelter with the boys in Pasadena and never called anyone to help her. She eventually received housing assistance in Texas City, went to work for a property management company, and took care of her boys by herself, asking for nothing and asking no one to assist her. In July, it will be 3 years that she came back to Pasadena in a house that was located where the boys would attend the best schools available. Today, for the first time, I got ahead of myself. During the years, I have called her Cinderella, as she came from the mountains to the city. But today, for the first time, I call her Cinderella. She met her Prince Charming Richard, and we know they will live happily ever after. And for my last line, I will say, we wanted to adopt Carmela, but she ended up adopting us. And I say, congratulations to my daughter, the beautiful bride, and her handsome husband, my new son, and to their precious boys and men. Thank you. That's wonderful. You like that? Thank you. I think Mela did a good job on this.
All right. I'm gonna just zoom in.
Well, so now I guess we do the toast.
Well, the mothers will toast our children. And may everyone join to wish them all the happiness and blessings that God can bestow.
Everybody. Cheers. Alright, there we go.
Really?
How adorable. That's good.
Thank you so much, everyone, especially my family at work, too. I really thank you so much, Miss Tracy, Miss Rochelle, my videographer, Mr. Jesus, and Caitlin, Mr. Carlos. Everyone, of course, is doing a good job. And Mr. Donner, job. My kids are not really happy. So, Mr. Slade, my sister. Then she's my part of the business too. So, thank you very much. Of course, Stephen and Hannah, thank you so much for the sacrifice, the effort to fly here to be with us for this. And again, to our parents, thank you very much. My boys, thank you so much for being here. And to my maid of honor, thank you for putting up with me. Also, your sacrifice. You're welcome. Thank you everyone, of course. Thanks to God for this and the good weather. For also, of course, for good health, especially. Thank you so much. I mean, thank you.
Yeah, cheers again. Cheers.
Now the cake. Right now the cake. Yeah, this is chocolate.
Chocolate.
So, we're gonna...
It's hard to do this.
No, you're supposed to save a slice in the freezer till next year. That's very specific. You know?
Top layer.
Yeah.
Did he cut in the top layer? No. Yeah, that's good. Kind of top.
There you go.
Can I have some honey
Alright, I at least got them cutting 2 slices. Okay, she is about to do her Hold on, let me get in front. Wait, let me get in front. Let me get in front.
Ready, all single?
All the single ladies.
It's just gonna be. Alright, okay.
Just a trio, but.
One of y'all has to catch.
Alright. One.
What is she doing?
Catch one.
Okay, 2. 3.
Come on. See your phone.